it on my Flimp Flomp. Flomp, 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 Flimp Flomp. Welcome to Jumping the Turnstile. I'm Jezbot. Over here is Timmy Taco. And in studio today we have Danoz. Say g'day, boys, so everyone knows you're real.
G'day, boys.
G'day, boys.
That's, yeah.
Do we have to say g'day, boys, so everyone knows you're real? Do we have to do the whole line?
Yes.
I did then.
You could be a deep fake voice. So you could be Timbot 5000.
Oh, yeah?
Or just a complete
I could be,
soundboard.
That could be Christopher Walken if you want. Hello, Batman.
Okay, was he in Batman?
He was in Batman. He was the second villain, wasn't
Which
he?
one?
He was like, you know, the one with Danny DeVito as
The Penguin.
Penguin. Danny, your nose is large.
Was he?
It was.
Michael Keaton styles.
I think it was Michael Keaton.
Or was
Yeah,
it? Or was it?
yeah, number 2.
Number 2.
Mm. Usually we end the episode after you've done your Christopher Walken
All right, we'll wrap it up then.
I've got a few notes. I got, I said I've been heated off. I've been, or hotted off, isn't it?
Hotted off.
Hotted off,
Yep.
wetted off. I've been blown off.
Yes.
And now I've been smoked off.
Now, you're talking about the work side, obviously.
Yes, Tim, yes.
Okay. You need to clarify that.
Union representative called a lunchbox meeting or toolbox meeting, and
Is that what they call it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
toolbox meeting. You've got to
They do.
stop everything.
Do you get toolbox meetings or do you get
No.
desk meetings or
Yeah, no, yeah.
Conference
room meetings?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's no conference room. There's just you've been there, Tim. It's a car park. It's concrete car
Oh,
park.
yeah, I've been there.
And so
Not there.
300 dudes gathered because it was pretty smoky in
It
Melbourne.
was-
There's some fires going on.
In fact, the worst air quality in the world.
We did it.
Yeah.
Currently. Oh, we
Yeah.
did it.
Yay!
We beat you, China.
Yep.
Yeah.
Finally.
Once again. Finally, yeah. So they've called this meeting and everyone's gathered around and they've called the meeting because it's too smoky outside and we're going to shut the site down.
Mm-hmm.
But you go under there and there's 250 blokes smoking, doing the vape. Puff the Magic Dragon, that
Yeah.
thick vape smoke
Yeah.
in cherry or banana.
Or popcorn.
It was terrible. And so the union rep's gone, as you can see, boys, it's, the smoke's even coming in here now.
That smacks of the 4 water droplets on the newspaper.
Oh, it
trick
sure
Sean
does.
Ruff was telling us.
So I snuck off because I kind of sensed what was going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to shut it down. So I got a head start. So I ran back upstairs. I was only on floor 5 and packed my shit up. And by the time they'd said, "All right, wrap it up," I was out.
You're already
there.
gone.
So that's
you knew. So
that's my smoked off.
You smoked off, but are you obliged under union rules to be there for the entire meeting, or can you just go, right, that's it, I'm fucking off?
One of our boys got busted yesterday, not at
Russian.
the meeting.
Oh,
Well,
not
at the
at
meeting.
it?
Yeah. He's like, "I'll kick
they're
you off.
doing a
I will
head count.
kick you off this site forever." No, because they send the goons around.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Right, CFMEU. Look
See
out.
you, yeah, coming for you.
I tell you what, man, it's you do want to have them around.
You do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're up on level 25, breathing in thick vape.
Or they would be up there.
Well,
wouldn't
they would be.
Well,
The builder's trying to make them go up there,
Up in the clouds, up in the big smoke.
up in smoke.
Up in smoke.
That's a Cheech and Chong movie.
Sure is.
Classic.
It must have been pretty... I would say it's a good idea calling it
It was
off.
thick.
It was very
Sergeant Stadinsky.
Stadinsky?
Stadinsky?
I think so. I was working outside up in bloody Lilydale.
Okay.
And smoke was pretty thick up there, boys.
Yep.
We had to call it off. I got smoked off.
You said you felt a bit
I
crook.
felt crook, dizzy. I had to come home and sleep for 4 hours.
Is that
Completely unrelated.
Is that because you had to be in Lilydale at 7?
Yeah. Oh, because I was there.
I'll admit, I was home by... Oh, no, the next day, I get a text message at 6:37 going, "It's on." The builder said, "It's on, it's on." So I drove in there, and I wasn't even in the car park, and the boys were there going it's been shut off.
Okay.
So I kept driving. I didn't even park.
Oh, you saw it. You saw the hand
Yeah,
signal.
the hand signal.
Oh,
So
you're out.
So I was home by 7:45, and I had to have a snooze. I was feeling.
Oh, you went back to
But
the...
if you get smoked off a union site, do you still get paid for the day?
if you're on wages. I'm a
From the-
subcontractor.
I was actually
Meter rate.
on that day in question. I was driving back over the Westgate Bridge. I'd been over to sunny Truganina, which was quite smoky. Could not see the skyscrapers of Melbourne coming over the
From the
bridge
Westgate?
on the way back. No.
Okay. That's
Thick.
pretty thick.
Yeah, got a couple of happy snaps just as proof. I could not believe my eyes. Yeah,
not to bring it down to all the fire talk, but it is a major part of what we're going through at the moment. I think they said 1/3 of our carbon emissions has already been done in the first 16 days of January.
Right. So then,
It's looping the
So
earth.
we're fucked.
The smoke's
Yeah.
looping.
Yeah.
It's doing a round trip.
Yeah. So how do they measure that though? Because they're following the front of the smoke that goes around.
If you can
which
smell
way did it
smoke
go?
in Perth
Satellites.
and the wind's blowing the other way, that's
Hot tip, Dan. That's
yeah.
really
It is
clever.
a hot
Yeah.
tip. yeah.
So if you're in New Zealand and the fires start and it takes until the smoke gets all the way around the world to actually reach New Zealand.
Loop to
Yeah.
loop.
Well,
So
about
they
a
know.
week
So
ago,
then they know.
About a week ago, they said that it was engulfing Argentina. So that's
Yeah, but so are those sweet samba sounds.
I wonder if they could. I wonder if they could somehow flavour it, and then it's like smoking a vape.
Yeah, it's camping flavour.
Yeah, but this is like the parents' committee in the smoke machine. It's not
Yeah,
smoke.
It's not smoke. Well, you don't understand. It's not smoke. It's the air that's thick with the particles of ash.
So, what do you reckon? It's a shit
it's
show.
bloody-
Or what,
It's
what's
an absolute shit show. What are we going to do about it?
Well, everybody's doing their old fundraising, right? And I saw in the news that there was a guy that did a Facebook-based fundraiser.
Yep.
Oh, the tradies.
Oh no, he's just let's just say some guy.
Okay.
This is all I know.
Yeah.
Because this is Smoko talk.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Talk on Smoko.
Yeah.
And he had started a fire, save the fireys, save the wildlife,
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
and ran off with the cash. Did it? It was
What a
pure
prick.
scam. So,
Just on the scam thing, don't be scammed by the old arson facts.
Yeah.
Alternative facts, and they're coming out saying that it's like 180 arsons have been caught, lighting fires. No. It's 180 arsons were caught in Australia last year for arson, and they've tacked it on to this this bloody fire stuff, so that it can say it's not climate change, it's arsons.
it's arsons. There's just people arson about.
Well, my my nieces, my nephews and niece decided to make some homemade lemonade, like 60 plus litres of it, and they made over $1,000.
Holy shit.
What, from
for
the classic lemonade stand?
from the classic lemonade stand.
All
Did
right.
they-
well,
can I ask one question first? Did they do the E backwards on the sign?
to make them look cute.
Yeah.
I don't think
Because
so.
I reckon they could have gone up 50 cents if they'd done that.
Yeah.
Just on okay.
yeah, but perhaps.
When I tried to, remember that first New Year's Eve party we had at Mum and Dad's? We sent them off and gave them some cash and said, "Fuck off, we're going to use your house.
we're using your house.
Don't
to
come
party."
back."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ness.
Here's 2 tickets to paradise.
We
New
we
Year's.
tried. There was a tsunami. Remember the tsunami? And
do.
I tried to raise some money. I had a slushy machine. Fuck your lemonade. I had a vodka'd up slushy machine, and I was selling them for like $3 a pop. And I made, between the 100 people that were there, $45.
Yeah. Did you donate it? We did donate it.
No,
I think we did, didn't we?
No, I did.
I
Actually,
think
I
you
went
did.
down. I did.
That was the night, just to take it off. Keep it on the fire topic. But
The night that
steer
Cam went up in
when
flames.
we exploded Cam. Remember that?
Yeah.
I think have I told it on the podcast before?
Maybe
We
I'm
did-
not sure, but
we
let's
did
have a recap.
Well, it went a little something like this. We sprayed Cam with some silly
Silly string.
covered him head to toe, and on the last little bit, it passed over the candle, and it all acted like a giant wick and a giant
It was like
bag of TNT.
It was
and
terrible.
It blew up.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and it went.
Yeah.
It did, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. And then he jumped into action. His army training kicked in, and he put his head out. But Jesus Christ, that last bit of hair he had.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm more worried about the. Can we transfer the koalas? The ones that are. Can we put them onto
Koalas
Kangaroo Island or
No,
something?
well, it's just burnt.
Yeah. But when it grows back, can we make that island the sort of?
Well, that's what it was supposed to
Jurassic
be.
Park.
They said that it was sort of like Australia's Garden of Eden, if you will. It was a real hotspot for biodiversity, and now it's just a hotspot.
Yeah, it's too soon.
Too soon?
Oh, I don't have the thing on. Ding.
Kind of sucks. Apparently, a lot of the trees are already going to crisis mode and putting out new shoots.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
We'll see growth, but it's
Is this what we're looking forward to in 2020?
more smoke. That's right.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
More smoke, more
fires, more smoke. I've been talking about this on the podcast for a while. I think about collecting water and just the water crisis that's about to happen. And the next war is going to be water war.
Yeah, like Water World.
Yeah, I didn't think
but
of it.
without
It's
the
not
water.
my idea.
Yep.
But
So it's just going to be World, not Water World.
well, I've been looking up a lot of these big.
Mind you, the storms yesterday were pretty bloody out of left field, weren't they?
Yeah, I
were.
collected 1,000 litres.
Holy shit.
1,000 litres.
1,000 litres off 3 down pipes.
So every time there's been rain, you've said to me, I filled this and I filled that.
Yeah.
I filled this bucket and I filled this thing. Came around here, look at this lid. Under here, water. Over here, water. Now,
And
That was-
go back in a week, and you lift the lid, and you go, check it out. Mozzies.
That's true.
well, because that was from the last bloody rains.
Yeah,
From
so
one
what I
night.
did-
You no, but you got them. So then you're telling me that you caught 1,000 litres yesterday.
Yesterday.
Have you used all that water from the buckets and the bins?
Yeah, well,
Before that?
Yeah, well, I saw that there was rain. I was using the water during the week, just like a bucket at a time, or a bin
riddle
at
me
a
this.
time.
Riddle
yeah.
me this. Your gardener, I know it loves a good drink. I know
Yeah.
it does. But let's just say, fuck, the rains are coming, and
Yes.
I want to catch them rains. So
So-
I'm going to need to tip out the water.
That's exactly what I
Which
did.
I
My
collected.
manky stagnant
So
water.
in that, can you drown your garden because you overwater it, and then it rains for 3 days?
No, you're right.
Am
You're
I
right.
right?
What I did was I put some Charlie carp.
Amazing.
I put some water saving gauze and some Charlie carp into the big barrel,
yeah.
and then because it was the whole
Sounds like
part
a
of
party.
the
That's going to smell
It was the
like
whole part.
ass.
Yeah, fishy ass. It's a good kind. And then I dumped,
ass.
500 litres on the garden because I knew that there was more rains coming. So you saturate the ground, so when the rain hits, it really does a good deep.
Can
penno-
we run-
a deep penno, Tim?
Can I make a suggestion? Another use for your water?
Yeah.
Run a pump, and then run those big hoses all the way through your front door, down your hallway, into your toilet, and use it as a sprayer.
Oh, a
you know?
bidet.
A bidet.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, there's an idea. I was thinking more flushing your dunny, but bidet works too.
Yeah.
Especially if it's got Charlie Carp and other mank in it.
And Jeremy, like traditionally, we know that you take potatoes out of the bin to cook. Maybe you can make a good fish stew.
Listen, I took out my rubbish tonight, and there was
There's evidence everywhere.
there was half a bag of rubbish in there because I've been recycling heaps.
Sure.
And I've been composting, and I think most of the rubbish is scraps and crap.
Scraps and scraps.
It's working. Oh, and I should say about just on the smoked off, I've got another note here. I finally saw some tits in an apartment window.
Yay!
Oh, you did it. We did it. You did it.
I
or we
did it. I did it.
Well
I
done.
did
And
it. I did it.
I'll say he did tell me that the other day.
And was it
amazed.
deliberate exposure of
Didn't send me
said
the photos.
tits?
No, because
didn't send me.
photos. No photos. I tell you,
Everyone's a walking film producer these days.
It's like, I
no.
saw an alien. Oh, yeah, show us the footage.
I
I didn't get the bloody footage, mate.
what I should have said
Want to
was,
experience it.
I finally saw 70-year-old tits.
Oh no!
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Don't
Because
send
I've
me
never.
Don't send me that.
Stop sending me photos of
But
70-year-old tits.
She is like off the chain. This
bit
elderly
unhinged.
Asian lady. I think she's running a laundry there because she's always got heaps of clothes racks. Like I'm talking too many clothes racks, and she's changing them over. But man, we've got direct view of her apartment, and 12 o'clock on the dot.
She's doing her washing.
She's doing
in
her
the
washing
nude.
in the starkers.
Okay.
In the skin.
In the
Awesome.
skins.
I quite like the idea of that. I think it's quite liberating.
It's cool. It's cool, but like everyone's going, did you see the laundry lady?
Do you know, to be honest,
What was her apartment like? Spacious?
Full of clothes.
Spacious?
No.
For reasons I
plan?
don't wish
Light-filled?
to. For reasons I don't really want to go into. I walked from my bedroom to the laundry out there, nude, the other day, and I walked past the window in the kitchen, which has trees there and a fence, but with the fence with little slats, and I worried about people seeing me.
Oh, sure.
I thought about it. Can someone see me through the trees and through
no.
the bloody?
No,
So she's
I
very
don't have those
brave.
concerns.
She's brave at 70 to be doing that in front of a work site.
I think she wants someone to come up and knock on her apartment.
Oh, work out the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she should hold up a thing.
I
It
was
says
thinking of waving, but I was like, I don't know, man. Like,
Oh, you thought about waving.
I think that's a friendly.
So you've made
That's
eye
a friendly
contact.
gesture. That's what neighbours do. They see each other from across the way,
Across the
and
ways,
they
Hello.
wave. Hi.
Hi, tits. Hello.
they weren't high tits; they were low
Low tits.
and. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but I still admired it for having a crack.
yeah,
and I
look.
saw her crack. So
Oh. She was cracking all over.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Although from the with the smoke in between the two buildings and the distance, you could, and a squinting of the eyes, you could imagine she wasn't 70.
I tried to
Okay.
for the rest of the day.
But now that you are spending a whole lot more time on high rises, do you?
There's nothing. No one's
Do
out.
you ever see the talent?
Nothing. I tell you what happens to
No one's
apartment.
talented anymore, Dan. Out there.
What happens with these apartments? With these no storage apartments, your balcony becomes a storage yard. There's bikes, there's clothes horses, there's boxes, there's surfboards. No one uses it.
Right.
It's storage.
Yeah, and it doesn't look good. It takes away from the building's
you don't
overall
want-
look.
You don't want 25 floors of people staring at you every night. So your curtains are closed. It becomes essentially a cupboard. And
Couldn't you invent a special dry room? Maybe that's one thing you should come up with, Jez.
Oh, yeah.
A
dry
little-
room?
Well, because Jez has got a portable sauna in his house. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've heard about this or seen
No, I
this.
haven't.
it's about the size of the recording
It is about
box.
the size
Okay,
of the
cool.
recording booth over there.
Portable.
What's that? What's that? 2x4?
Yeah, or whatever.
2x4.
Whatever.
2x4b6, right?
Whatever.
And
A standard 900
he hasn't
by 900
used
shower
it
base.
yet. And he's running steam from the bins outside straight into the room.
Bit of Charlie Carper.
No, but I was saying, like, come up with a little sauna idea that you set up in an apartment. That's your
sweat
dry
light.
room. No, dry room, so you don't have to put your shit on the balcony in the buildings.
Ah, yeah.
See
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but when you've only got literally 70 square meters of living
It's
space,
really
not a
do you
lot.
really want to? You really want to set aside 1 square meter?
70.
Yeah, it's like 90 grand's worth of real estate right there.
Well, the 70 square meter ones are the ones that go for 1.1, 1.3.
No,
Yeah, they're small.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, those apartments are expensive.
Wow.
that couldn't be that expensive.
Oh,
Well,
I'll
let's
put
look
that on
at
for
it.
next,
Okay.
I'll just put that on my notes for next week.
Oh, I'm sure there are $1.2 million apartments, but they would be
Bigger.
pretty
Better.
nice.
Yeah, you'd think so.
They're not. They're not. They're tiny.
That's worrying.
It's
Don't you think?
It is a little.
Or is it encouraging for the old...
Well, I thought the whole apartment boom was about providing affordable housing in desirable locations.
No, it's a
But
way.
isn't $1 million the new 100,000?
Yeah,
I think
suppose.
the apartment thing is a way for rich Chinese investors to park their money without.
Another one of these subscribers.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
and they,
how true?
well, I don't
There's
know.
there's a sliding
No one's
scale
ever asked
of-
me that.
Yeah.
Well, they have to check the water meters, and they can tell if someone's
but
living in there.
Look,
Okay.
what percentage of unoccupied residency are you going to blame on Chinese investors?
I want them to
70%.
invest. There's no blame.
How many?
70?
Nah,
There's no
70,
blame.
20, 40? 60, 80.
maybe 15.
I think it's great. I think we should build our way into doom. Like as long as they're building and people are buying it, and I'm laying floors, I'm making coin, and I don't care because like all the recycling I'm doing, all the precautions I'm taking.
You're doing
and
recycling
then-
at home, but on a daily basis at the worksite, you're bloody rinsing.
Yeah, I'm rinsing
through
rubbish. And then, as I said before, 16 days in.
Well, the word on the
one
street
third of
is-
our carbon emissions. So
Word on the street is
Whatever.
that you should never buy a brand new apartment because there's shit always wrong with it.
Oh yeah, it's not good.
Like that, I think it's called the Opal Tower in Sydney.
Yep.
Like every resident needed to evacuate because they found these huge cracks, and they think it might fall down.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
but all my stuff is there.
Not only that, like I went down to, we're up to level 18. There's 25 floors.
Yep.
We're closing up to level 18 laying floors, right? Had to go back down to 5 to lay some floors for whatever reasons. After the rains, 4 of the possible apartments flooded.
Oh, that's not supposed to happen.
No.
But is it watertight yet? The building?
Obviously not.
Well, the windows are in.
Yeah. Okay. It's usually
That's a
sign-
conundrum.
Yeah.
What was the...
But it's the roof on. It's a.
What was the warranty on that?
That's what I'm saying. It's like the building is built. There's 25 levels, and then we're filling it up as you go up. You're filling it
Fill,
up
fill,
with,
fill,
with
fill.
kitchens and floors and electrical. So we should be up to level 18. That's where the kitchens are going in today. Level 5 needs to be repaired.
For
Like they might have had storage in there, whatever it was. Couldn't lay floors. This is all very boring. I'm sorry. I'm talking about work. I hate talking about work, but I just
it's
thought
very interesting.
we're talking about apartments and shoddy apartments, and I would say you need to seal up level 5 before you go up to level 18. That's all I'm saying.
and
That's all
what
I'm
he
saying.
really was saying
Edit
is the
this
people
out,
that
Tim.
live on level 5 are Chinese.
Well,
I
speaking
think
of
bring it back to that.
speaking of Chinese,
Yeah.
It was.
got a invitation to Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
It's been a year. Can you believe we're talking about dumplings this
On
time
the podcast,
this
on
time
the
last year?
Steves, like 4
Now
seasons ago.
let's go through it.
It feels like only weeks ago.
Now you've got your new kitchen now.
It's
Tell me
very-
about the dumpling station this year.
Well, it's going to be quite glamorous. We'll be rolling and wrapping
Yep.
and packing and stuffing and steaming on a
What
beautiful,
time do we start packing
beautiful
up?
granite island. Yet to be determined.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking we'll go for about I'm going to say a 2:00 kickoff.
Okay.
Are you starting
That's
the
reasonable.
dumpling? You're going to keep the steam barbecue dumpling. Or are we expanding the barbecue? Is what I'm asking.
What would you like to expand it with?
More barbecue surface area, so we can do more dumplings at once.
It is a pretty large surface
You've
area.
got to allow 200 on it.
Yeah, but no. What am I cooking at one time? 40, 50 dumplings at once?
Or more.
But they're so small and dainty.
Yeah,
But they're so delicious.
they are.
Now, the requirement for us coming is to provide a dish of
Aussie tucker.
Chinese origin.
Chinese origin.
Ah.
So we've been trying to go through what we're doing.
Tim Sims.
Is that Chinese?
Why not?
I'm in. Yeah, so basically, half dim sims cut in half, grilled on a. Is that what we're doing in the
Yeah.
Tim Sims van?
Oh, no, Tim Sims is steamed, it has fried, it has gluten, it has a whole range, vegetarian options.
Just as long as
God.
it's only dim sims.
Yeah, okay.
Only
So
dim-
anything,
only
anything
dim
Tim, anything
Sims.
Tim Sims.
The whole idea is like if you're at a festival and if you're waiting for the burger or chips or whatever, they have to cook it. They can never keep up, but you can keep up. Your truck can keep up with dim sims, and so what you're trying to sell to people who are lazy like me or frustrated in a queue.
Yeah.
And it's like, I will eat whatever the smallest queue is.
Yeah.
So
But inevitably you want the longest queues to make the most amount of money. So
no, because when you get to
but
the
there is no queue because you can just keep churning them out.
churning them out.
We come up with the food van that will get a big queue that's not Tim Sims, and then we park right next to him and go, what about Tim Sims?
The point is,
There's no queue here.
The point with Tim Sims is when you get to the truck, you're paying a premium for not lining up because we keep those queues short. That's our promise to you, right?
I just think the good thing about the Tim
And
Sims
but you're paying
food truck
like,
is the fact that you're selling Tim Sims.
Okay.
And who doesn't love Tim Sims?
it's $5 a dim sim, dudes.
Yeah,
Okay.
true. It is.
Okay. So it's a Tim Sim with a difference.
Yeah, with the price tag is what you mean. Is the
Yeah.
difference is a price tag.
I know what you need to do. Serve it in a jar.
Well, I will say, went up to the Knot last night.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I went up to the Knot last night, and they had a little ice cream carriage there, a little freezer on a bike thing.
Yep.
And it said on it, a little chalkboard, and it said, Zupa Dupers, how much would you pay for a Zupa Duper?
At the pub.
A single,
On a hot day.
on a hot day.
Super duper. What do I have?
$3.
Any choice of colour?
Any flavour you like.
$3, and I don't want the bubblegum flavour.
Right,
I'll
interesting.
say $6.
$6? Fucking hell. Well, I was flabbergasted
Yep.
to find out it was $2.50.
Okay.
Because
it's still
how
quite
much-
hexy.
How much does a packet of Zupa Dupers cost?
Oh, it's like I think it's 50 for $5.
And like we all know that, right? Apart from me, because I asked. But you're at Coles, you see him there, then you go up to the Knot, like what, 15 minutes later, and they're selling Zupa Dupers for $2.50. I ain't buying it.
Just do shots of
Okay.
vodka in there.
What, you do a shot?
That's a $6 one.
So a $6 one, you get a shot and a Zupa Duper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sip on this, suck on that.
How old mate used to. You know,
Yeah,
remember
leave
old
the
mate?
leave the ice out and add the Zupa Duper.
I
for
have
a
used,
bit of chilled flavour.
Or leave
have
the
used
leave the
Super Duper.
ice and sorry Tim, leave the ice and the Zupa Duper out. And give me the shot.
Or come up
Or
with
that.
a cocktail, and you just chuck the Zupa Duper in there instead of the straw.
as your twizzle stick.
There, you just go in there and just chomp it down.
Yeah.
Before you get to the drink.
Well, we're we're just 2020 is a different time. But so you're saying to me, Dan, this year is it a big year in Chinese New Year's culture? And I'll have to bring.
yeah,
does it
what
have
are we
to
up
be-
to? What are
does
we
it-
up to?
Does it have
To
to be
the
a
rat.
We're up to the ratatouille.
Does it have to be Chinese dish, or can I do an Aussie dish?
Okay.
Because I do have a couple of ideas.
You've had
Okay.
an... Oh, okay. This would be good. 'Cause,
Okay.
I'm
Well, I
really
was
hungry
thinking,
right now.
I was thinking like you could do a Sichuan spicy fish or a Mongolian beef.
The
or
Sichuan
a-
spicy fish is quite complicated. I saw you doing it. It's very complicated.
No,
it's,
no,
it's all
it's
about
really
time.
not.
Didn't
No,
you have to get that
that's-
oil
yeah.
to 180 degrees?
Yeah,
and
no,
then-
no, that's all smoke and mirrors. That was just for effect,
Right.
theatrical,
Nuances.
razzle dazzle.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Well, I do have a fish dish here.
You
It's
fool me for a year.
this one's called. It's old ads. It's old, probably 70s when everyone.
So everything's got pineapple and fake
Exactly.
cherries on it.
When dinner parties were all the rage.
Ham steaks.
Can you remember?
Cocktail glass with prawns hanging out the side with a bit of avo.
And avo.
Excuse me.
And an umbrella.
Yeah,
Avo.
yeah.
That's Aussie
cock-
ads.
prawn cocktail.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Straight up. Yep.
Well, this one's a fish dish, and this
Next
is.
to the cheese fondue.
Yep.
Remember when
And the
dinner?
key bowl.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, do you remember dinner parties were all the rage? Like when was the last time any of us, apart from Chinese New Year, come over for dinner?
Oh, I sit down
It's
dinner.
not- it's not a dinner
rarity.
party.
It's a rarity. No. It's like we'll have some chow and then we'll go out.
Well, no one's got a table anymore, so
Well, yeah.
yeah. So this one is a tuna fish mold, and it's-
Mold.
Yeah,
it's
my
a-
mum used to make this. as
Wait.
a-
So wait.
yeah, that's it.
MOLD or MOULD?
Yeah.
No, you mold the fish,
Oh, that
the
looks
tuna.
like spam.
It's like,
Like
a
a fish-shaped ham.
salmon pate kind of thing.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah, it's
does it say what it is,
It's,
Jezbot?
yeah, it does. It's See what delicious things happen when A1 sauce lends us flavor. It's all out of focus.
No, that's your eyes, you idiot.
Have a look at that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is quite out of focus. See what delicious things happen when a A1 kneds its flavour labeling to cold dish listlers. You keep cool while you're making this attractive tuna mould. And you're sure to collect compliments when you serve it. In fact, A1 sauce is about the easiest possible way to press tuna into a mould with our patented mould fish-shaped mould. Sounds great.
Yeah.
I would love to. So that's one option, Dan. Do you think
Did you
that'll
ever
go
come
down?
across that one? You would have seen your parents having a dinner party way back when, circa 1970s, early 80s.
Yep.
And that fish in a mould was like was definitely a thing.
It was a thing. Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, let's get you back in the Wayback Machine, and
Yeah.
let's see if you remember seeing this one. It's
Okay.
it's contemporary cooking, number 60.
Can I just add that that's not acceptable for Chinese New Year?
Okay.
okay.
Don't bring the tuna mold.
Yeah, it's this one's ham and banana. Ham and bananas with hollandaise sauce.
Fucking hell. It's pure. It's can I? Do you want me to read the description?
Oh,
to this?
my
Is there a
God.
description?
So it is. I'll do a word picture.
Well, can you copyright it in a voice, please?
Well, I'll describe it. First, get a Mission Brown pot. Don't forget about fake grapes. Then get as many bananas as you can fit in that Mission Brown. Get some ham. And then
Drizzle the ham.
drizzle the hollandaise all over it.
It is exactly that. It looks like there's 2, 4, 6 in this Mission Brown tray of bananas, and it looks like there's ham draped over it and cheesy hollandaise sauce over the top.
Yep.
It's simple,
But
But effective.
But I tell you what, it's like contemporary cooking. I think that, but it's menu number 60. So I think they're running out of. Remember where?
That's so
I
bad.
take issue with pineapple on pizza. How am I supposed to get my head around having a ham,
Bananas.
hollandaise, and banana?
well, I'll tell you.
It's supposed to be arousing, you see. It's the 70s. So you serve a meal which is going to say what you're too embarrassed to say.
I'd like a bag of cocks.
At least 8 of them.
I tell you what, Sean
with
enough.
ham and hollandaise.
Sure enough will be screaming through the mic right now, through the phones, through the airwaves.
Through the out loud.
Look, bananas, you got your pineapple.
Fritters.
That is talking a lot of Red Rooster talk.
It's a Red
to me.
Rooster talk.
So
You'd be all
if you're
over
saying
that.
you can't have that,
Hawaiian
those two
pack.
things.
Yeah.
It's a wine pack.
Yeah. But that's banana and chicken
Are you
together at last.
You're,
Not banana and ham.
You're pro pineapple on your red rooter.
Look,
I like a tang
I'm
of pineapple, personally.
I'm the kind of guy that says I will eat whatever's put in front of me. I
Yeah.
don't have any tastes.
Yeah.
Or like I don't care. I'll try.
Yeah,
I'll try anything.
Yesterday, I'll try anything. Yesterday, I had some, as a part of a meal, some boiling hot beetroot out of a can
Yeah.
that was microwaved.
You'll try anything? Hang on. Let me clarify.
It was
You'll try
part,
anything?
It was part of a bigger meal, but
Or what do you got?
Well, if you're prepared to try anything, I'll add a signature dish to Chinese New Year.
Tim's pulling his fly down.
Braised
Say that again.
braised pig brain.
Yeah, I'm down.
oh, yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah?
Yeah, tastes like scrambled eggs.
I've had
lamb's brains.
Lamb's brains.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
Had frog's legs. He's eating a dog. Oh,
Yeah.
it was an accident.
Not there.
It was an accident.
We've been
I
through
was
this.
hungry.
We've been
Yeah.
through this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
down.
You're
yeah.
down with that?
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm not down with that.
I was down with it until I put it in my mouth and started
Chomping down on it.
masticating.
Yeah.
It was like an awfully tofu.
The only thing with ham,
Texture.
the only thing with pig
yes,
brains
it's a
is
bit off.
it's that whole pig being so close to humans, and I don't know.
They're really not. Why are they so close to humans?
Well, you know, all the experiments, well, their flesh rots at the same rate.
Yeah, but evolutionary.
No.
Yeah.
But
not close.
experimentally,
Yes.
they go well with anything. You can.
Does that mean that you could take a slice off some poor sod's ass, fry it up, and you'd get like fresh, crispy bacon aromas?
Well, they say, and I've said it before on the podcast, obviously you weren't in here. I watched a documentary about cannibalism, and the guy they were interviewing, one of the tribesmen, said, babies are the tastiest. They taste like sweet, sweet pork.
Okay.
The pork that you eat tastes exactly like human, is what the cannibal said.
Well, I am a fan of pork.
Get some pork on your fork. What about this one? I'll surely this is going to be a crowd favourite.
Yeah.
Meal in a mould.
Another mould.
We're back in the mould, but this one comes in a can, and it's got your whole meal. It's like
Willy Wonka's.
It's exactly a Willy Wonka everlasting gobstopper.
Correct.
Or is that the one?
Yeah, that's one. No, the one that turns now with like strawberries. Isn't that what she says? Oh no, she says.
Wasn't that
Plum?
Mike TV? Wasn't that TV dinners?
TV dinners.
TV dinners.
Was it TV dinners?
Yeah, it was.
Look,
It was.
who fucking knows?
TV Mike.
It's been too long.
TV.
Mike
but,
TV.
But this one, it's got everything you want in the mold. So they essentially get what is it? Chicken? Oh no, pig.
Yep, I want that.
That's up at the top of the can. Then they've got.
That's the top of the can.
Yeah, it's like entree, main, and dessert in one can.
Now, when it comes out of the can, does it do that?
I'll show you in a photo in a minute.
Pal,
It's got chicken as well, carrots, peas, and tomatoes.
Well, I want
right?
all that.
And so what we do is like we, I guess we make it and then we freeze it and we put it in a mold and it sort of comes out looking like a meal.
Oh wait, is that like some glaze holding the peas in shape? It is. It's like what's the clear shit that holds the peas together?
I physically
That's gelatin.
Gelatin.
I don't want to eat a bloody hot.
see if you can read it.
Okay.
Or if you've got a phone, look up meal
no,
in
I
a
can do
mold.
it. Okay.
You can do it.
Only 6 minutes of your time, Jezbot, and no cooking over a hot stove. No cooking over a hot stove is needed to prepare this cool, appetizing summer meal. They want you to eat it in summer. The secret? Everything in it. Vegetables, chicken, meat, even... I can't say what that word is, but it looks like Constantine. I'm sure it isn't. They're saying a mold. And on the side of this, you've had to boil some additional eggs and stripe
I like
some
what
kind of...
I like the decoration, like the garnish for the meal in a mold. It looks like basically a loaf of bread or it would come from a cake tray maybe. And so the edges are all peas. So like a border.
It's a border of peas. It is.
That are like...
Suspended.
in
gelatin.
Yes. Then I think what they've
Over
done
a
is
ham steak.
the ham is probably in the middle. That's the photo in the frame.
Right.
But I think if you flipped it upside down,
It'd be chicken on top, ham on bottom.
chicken, and then it'd be carrots, but all within the glaze. And I don't think you eat the whole thing. I think at a dinner party you go and
take a slice.
You take a slice.
Yeah.
Well, do you have that on a cracker, or do you have that on
No,
a...
I think you get that. You get a wedge sliced onto your plate.
a wedge?
Or maybe a
Slither.
slither,
Mm.
or a slab.
Where is it?
I think the only way to do it is to slab it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd go there.
So that's the
Yeah,
past.
It's just this, this is like terrines and stuff like
Yeah.
that. They're all quite gelatinous and quite delicious.
Yeah, so we're talking about the past, and you were mentioning that the fact that the decade is over.
Yeah.
And we're sort of in the future.
Where
but-
did that one go?
Well, do you know where it went?
Well, it's funny you should say that because
It is.
Well done.
Is it?
Well done, boys.
I've been reflecting on things that happened in the last decade that you may have forgotten?
Hit us with it.
Okay. Well, Fast Game's a good game.
All right.
So, April of 2010,
I remember.
the first iPad came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this decade, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
September of the same year. Do you remember Lady Gaga turning up to the VMAs wearing a meat dress?
A meat suit. Yeah. It was behind her. It was like her beef curtains. Yeah.
Yep. Check out her beef curtains.
Wow. It's meaty.
It's meaty.
Lady Gaga.
I'm
Gaga.
not sure.
Lady Gaga.
I'm not sure what she was trying to say with that particular
Name.
development. So I'm going to skip past Rebecca Black, who released a song called Friday that had a line called "Gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal." Because that sounds like that hip hop artist that keeps
Sure
sending
did. We
you.
were listening to before.
Well, that was one of my. That was one of my recipes. Was a Dorito and a Mountain Dew bowl of cereal.
Yes,
But I think that was just for the effect.
Okay.
Yeah, it was truly, truly horrid. Millions tuned in April of 2011 to watch a royal wedding.
Who was that?
Kate Middleton and Prince William.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
care.
I
All
wasn't
right,
gonna say Commissar.
something more exciting then.
Please.
Planking.
Planking.
We had the old
How many
plank.
people died from planking?
Did you ever?
Not enough.
Did you ever play?
Because I reckon it was a good way to cull out the real cockheads.
Same with flossing.
Flossing?
Flossing.
Yeah, kids still do that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a
flossing's-
kid?
That's a very recent
Yeah,
thing.
that's
Jezbot. Come on,
that's
get
a
with the times.
fortnight development. So we can skip past the fact that we said goodbye to Harry Potter.
Yep.
Don't care about Coney.
Yep.
July 2012, Gangnam Style.
Now, I went 8 years without having to listen to that.
I went 8 years of having to listen to that.
Really?
That's one of those. It's up there with Macarena,
Yep.
Gangnam Style.
But the
Nut
perfect
Bush,
these
dance songs.
What about What Does the Fox Say?
What does the fox say?
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah?
the cockatoo, isn't it?
I don't know.
Was that a new song?
No,
No,
that's another Gundam.
Yeah, it's another one of those.
I think
Gundam style,
Gungam hit right at that point where YouTube was or whatever was exploding.
Well, you guys can help. You guys can help me here because this year I wanted to make a song,
Make a thing.
make a thing. It's got to be annoying, right? Your parents have to go. Shut that bloody thing up, right?
Get on my flim flom, my
Yeah.
flim flom, flim flom, flim flom, flim flom, flim flom, flim flom, flim flom.
It kind of scares me how much you're pointing at me every time you say.
Because I'm about you're coming in. You're coming in with your verse now.
Oh, come in. Oh, I flip, flip, flop, flip, flip, flop, flop, flip, flip, flop, flop, flop.
Danos,
Flim flam plum, flim flam plum.
now make a song out of that.
Sure.
Okay.
Mark it. I want you to mark it.
Jesus Christ. I will.
March 2014. We never found out where the Malaysian Airlines passenger jet went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that one.
So let's bring
Did
it
we-
down
did
a
we
little
find
bit.
it?
No, we never did. We
I
never did.
thought they.
No.
No.
I thought a black box.
But no, parts of it washed up.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Flip, flip, flop.
Ice bucket challenge.
Never did it. Never did a floss. Never did a plank.
Now, if the ice bucket challenge had served its purpose, what was it trying to
ADSL.
support?
ISL.
Motor neurons disease,
it's-
I'm going to
okay.
say.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not.
I couldn't have told you.
It was supposed to be It was supposed to be a cold, like ice, actually full of ice, and they were saying that that's what the feeling of ADSL, ASL,
horrible.
Yeah.
What would
A-
feels
A-
like?
ALS.
ALS.
What's ALS?
ADSL is like an internet.
It's internet, isn't it? Yeah, I'm feeling the pains of internet right now. Continue on, Dan.
February 2015, the internet was at war with one another over what colour a fucking dress was. Was it blue or was it gold? Do you remember that one?
No, I don't actually. But,
Okay.
but Vanessa in the background is nodding her head. She remembers it.
Everyone went crazy for that one.
Is that one like whether you're hearing Yoni or Yowie or?
Oh, Flimp Flomp.
You don't remember the Yoni? Yoni?
Yawny?
you could either let young people hear yawny, but
Really? Okay,
Yeah, no.
Jezbot
No.
looks that.
No.
You'll look that up to try and
February-
prove your point.
February 2015. Apple released racially diverse emojis.
Oh, did that really happen?
yeah, because I'll give it a good black thumbs up or
Oh, will you?
yeah, or yellow. Like it's always yellow.
Okay.
There's pink. There's
Okay, so you send an
black,
emoji
there's-
of the one, right?
yeah,
No, I'm backing out of that joke.
good.
I was going to spell out something disgusting.
I'm not going to be able to find
emojis.
yawny, but there was something like you could hear. Young people could hear the different-
Yawning? They don't hear it.
You didn't floss.
You're wrong. You couldn't find it because you're wrong.
I don't know how to spell it. I don't even know what the word is.
Oh, yeah. How do you do that? Yawny? Yarny? Did you mean yawny? That's what Google will ask you.
It is a problem.
It is a problem.
You didn't floss. You didn't plank. Did you ever Pokemon Go?
I did not. I did not.
Okay.
No, I
did
didn't need
not.
that. Did you?
No, but every so often I'm down at Warrawee Park down in Oakley, just watching the kids have a little play on the slide and
Sure.
whatnot. And then
Sounds
these
weird.
crowds of people descend all with their phones.
What? You've seen that?
There is
Still happening?
There must be some kind of like highly prized Pokemon hiding
Yeah.
in that park, and they just converge out of nowhere. Literally hundreds of people
Really?
all trying to catch this.
It's quite scary
That is quite
for a young child.
Hmm.
Like that's on the slide where the Pokemon is.
Hmm. Yeah.
For what, the Dan's watching him from a distance? Why are you at the park? Don't answer that.
He has children.
Oh, yeah. I said don't answer that.
I don't remember. I haven't done any of these things so far.
Okay. What about fidget spinners?
Now that's okay. I'm down with the fidgets.
Okay.
Yep.
Down with the fidget.
So
You like a good fidget spin, don't you?
Yeah, I
Bob?
do. I'll have a crack. I'll have a spin.
boring.
Sure.
Yeah, this podcast.
Flim Flam.
Yes.
October 2017. Hashtag Me Too.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been accused of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't caught up with
You
you.
haven't pulled a
Christ.
Weinstein.
No, but that's
Never had a hot Cosby?
Talked about it enough.
just a little update.
Yeah.
Who is the guy? Kevin Spacey. Kevin
Sure.
Spacey's is
Yeah.
the fourth person that's accused him of raping them has just died.
Oh,
Right.
what? 4 of them have
The
died?
fourth.
I'm good, thanks.
Four,
Yeah, I
have,
can't- I
4 of them have died?
Yeah,
The
Mer-
people
died. Yeah,
what he raped?
yeah. Well, accused him.
Ah,
That's interesting, isn't it?
isn't it?
And you don't see that one on the
I hadn't
nightly
heard that one.
news.
Mm.
You need to go deeper.
I do need to go on a deep burn.
Yeah.
Rabbit hole.
October 2018. A Banksy painting self-destructs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yep, that's shredded.
Oh, they
So,
shredded it through
sort
the.
of from, well, the whole hoax here, and moving back into the conspiracy thing because of Kevin Spacey conspiracy, that Banksy's not real. He's made up by the art world in order to inflate art prices.
Sure.
Right? Why not? It's a great idea,
Yeah.
personally. But as soon as they shredded it, worth double the amount.
Because of the shreds.
Yeah, because it was the thing that happened
Yeah.
that time.
Yep.
I'll take the shrapnel.
Yeah, and then I heard that the dude got the pieces that were shredded up and cut them into more pieces to try and sell them individually and lost all his money
No.
because it was worthless.
That sounds like a bridge too far.
That's a movie with, what's his name?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
No, it's
Sorry.
bridges over Madison
Can
County.
you do a Clint
What
Eastwood?
was that bridge over the River Kwai?
What does he say?
Go ahead. Go, punk. Punk.
Do you feel lucky?
Meathead.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah, it's
Keeps
easy.
his teeth clenched.
He does, doesn't he?
Clint.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a catch up on 2020.
Yeah, it turns out it was pretty
Last
shit
decade.
decade. Bring on
Decade?
the decade. Bring on the next one.
I'm feeling
I'd
good
say.
about 2020. It's been a good start for me. I know the fires have cost me 2 days' work But that's the least of my problems. People have lost houses, and so who am I? I just lost a couple of days' wages.
Sure.
But I did think of some wife advice while we're talking about the decade, and we saw the come and the go.
Did we?
The coming and the going of CD technology. Was that before 2010?
I think
Definitely.
So. Yeah.
I think that's when all my CDs went up into my crawl space.
2010.
Probably.
About that.
Yeah, I reckon.
Because everything went, I was down, I ripped them all onto iTunes, so I didn't have to use my CD player.
Oh, because the technology moved.
I never got around to doing that. But
Yeah,
I
I
thought,
ripped 'em
fuck it. It's all on Spotify now anyway.
Yeah,
but
but
you
you know,
can-
it took you
it's
so long
okay.
to do it. Spotify was invented. That's what happened.
And this is what happens, and this is some wife advice or partner advice
Great.
about
Can't wait.
about Christmas, because I've really dropped the ball.
Drop the ball on your
in the
relationship.
last 5 to 10 years on on prezos at Christmas, because we've been saving for stuff, and so, fucking.
What am I going to do? What am I going to buy?
Together,
A
16
bloody
years,
hairbrush and some makeup.
I bought her everything. But we got her own.
She's got it all.
She gets her own shit,
Yep.
just like I do. I got money. I go buy something that I need.
Yep. She says, "Stop spending all the money."
So-
I say,
think
but I
you're
needed
missing,
this.
You're missing
A step.
I missed the point.
Yes, you've missed the
I've
point.
missed the point. So this year I was going to bring it back. Or I did bring it back, and
But in a wrong way.
no, in a CD fashion. So
CD.
CD fashion. No, in a
You delivered outdated technology.
yeah, well, it was. It's a mix and match. So what I did was we've been talking about we've been playing magnetic darts on our fridge.
Yeah.
Just magnetic darts, and Castle's getting quite good at it. So I thought I'll get her a dartboard. She got me a dartboard as well.
What? The same time?
We got to return her dartboard.
You got two dartboards
My dartboard.
and a
She
magnetic
got,
dartboard.
She got you a much better one than you got her.
She got a shitter one than
Oh,
I got
wow.
her.
Does that?
30.
Can you judge the relationship by the?
the shitness of your dartboard.
Well,
Because she started with magnets, so her hopes weren't high.
when you start doing research into dartboards, you could be talking upwards
You got your feather darts. You got your plastic feather darts. You got your magnetic darts.
upwards of $60 a dart.
Can
for a
I
good
can I
dart.
fill you in
shit.
on a little way to elevate your game of darts to the next level?
Yeah, this segment's not about darts, but go ahead.
Well, I found that the best way to add a little bit of excitement and fun to your what is otherwise quite a boring game is you remember those WWF rubber figures from like the early,
sure.
Yeah.
early 80s?
Wrestling.
Yeah,
Hulk
about
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. You
20,
got your
20 centimetres high.
You got your Rowdy Ruddy Piper.
You got Brutus Beefcake.
You got Junkyard Dog.
You got Jimmy Superfly.
You got Kung Fu. What was his name? Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu. You got the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. You got your Jez.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Brother. Hulk Hogan.
What was the giant?
Andre the Giant.
King Kong Bundy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does anybody want a peanut?
I was
That's
doing a
Andre the
segment
Giant.
about
Sorry.
CDs.
What were you
Sorry.
saying about the wrestling figures?
Well, you just start to throwing darts at them. That's
Oh, yeah.
You
super
put 'em on the
cool.
dartboard.
Super cool. No,
Yeah,
you
that's
put them
it.
around the backyard. And then you
throw darts
Take
at them.
darts
I
at them.
see.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like it.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. So I thought while we're smoking our roast chicken in the char griller,
Yeah.
Okay,
and we're
that's what
playing
you were
and we're
smoking.
yeah,
So that's
I'm
what
not
they
the one
put.
that's throwing darts at fucking wrestling figures. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I said, right, we got the dartboard, we got the chicken cooking. What's next? Music. So I spent the good Christmas money on the Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I went up into the crawl space and pulled out all the CDs.
The soundtrack that was your life.
And it turns out I was totally into metal before Cassie rocked up.
Wow.
And so was she. But then we blended together and hip hop came out. Like
Okay.
a baby, like a
Yeah.
good music baby.
Like a big
Because then
giant
you can.
turd.
So you've gone through a full metal vibe.
Well, yeah, I've been listening to Phantomus and a bit of Faith No More.
Yeah, but it's left field metal. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
good
it's mainstream metal.
Nah,
you know,
just-
you haven't got your Metallicas
What's
in your
mainstream
Anthrax.
metal though?
Well, Metallica,
Yeah.
Anthrax. I wouldn't say
even
Slayer,
even
but I would
Anthrax,
say
you wouldn't say was mainstream.
Sepultura.
no. But you know, your traditional
Yeah.
80s
Yeah.
Your Motley Crues, your bloody Gunners.
Yeah.
So look, it all went off a treat. So you have to use your Mac to play the CD player because in the crawl space, your CD players break. I had like 7 of them up there.
And I do. You did ask me. You called me up and you said, "Have you got any CD players?" And the only one I had in the roof had a 120 volt power thing. I had never even used it. I didn't even know I had it up there. Gave it to him. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit doesn't work. So it all went off without a hitch. She loved the Prezos, but before then,
So what's the CD player going to do?
Play CDs, you.
Yeah, but
and
through
then
a Bluetooth speaker.
a Bluetooth.
But how do you Bluetooth
Mac,
to
a Mac?
That's a good question.
Okay. To an old fucking CD player.
No, new CD. Well, that's what I did, Dan. Thank you for asking. I went to J Car and I went and got a Bluetooth signal. Come on, guys, help me.
See, a receiver, send a receiver.
Yeah.
Thing.
That shit
okay,
didn't
so
work.
you plug it into your CD player, and it doesn't work.
No,
because they laughed at you. They thought you were a 50-year-old man.
Well, when they did laugh at me, I went to.
They went, haven't you heard of Spotify?
Yeah. Don't you know MP3?
Dude, I was trying. This is exactly the whole thing. Is like I was trying to explain to people what their present was. Like I'm going to get CDs, and have you got any CD cleaner? No. Went to the computer shop and I got, have you got any CD fluid cleaner? And he looked at me like I was the biggest fuckhead. It makes you look foolish.
Yeah, it's like going to the mechanic and trying to pass off that you know about cars. I was wondering
Kicking the tires.
Refrigerators.
Yeah, it was like, so he gave me some sort of screen cleaner. He goes, this should do it, I guess.
Well, you had the same issue with the pooper scooper. So
couldn't find a pooper scooper.
Well, is your, I don't want to say itinerary or what's the...
I have no idea.
Your inventory is ancient.
Yeah.
So the things you want aren't things in
When
the
you say
market anymore.
pooper scooper, are you saying spade or trowel?
No, something
Pooper
specifically.
scooper.
Pooper scooper.
But we've been through
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Previous episode, but they didn't know what a
Have you thought about using a trowel?
Yeah,
No, because you need on your left hand you've got the trowel, but it's up here. It's like on a
so
stick,
you don't have to
go
down,
crouch
you don't
down,
have to bend down.
And get a full nose.
And then
nose
the other
full.
hand is the scooper or the shovel bit.
But you want
right.
standard
Two-parter.
CD cleaner. I think they stopped selling it because it's high alcohol content.
No, it's used for anal sex, Tim.
Is it? Is it the amyl?
Amyl.
Is it? Okay.
So,
Okay, good.
So when you give your wife CD cleaner, does she say, "What the hell is this?"
Hey.
I got a CD. I got a CD player, and what you got to do is have a whiff of this, and the rest is darts.
The rest is Hot Cosby.
Now we're going to play darts.
Speaking of which, that cucumber that Sean and I shared.
Oh, no, I'm going to let Sean tell
Okay,
you.
go. Sure was.
How did the present go down? Did it go down a treat?
I went down a treat.
Going?
Yeah, we got the CDs going straight away. We listened to, and this was the amazing thing about it, without the Spotify, because I don't pay for Spotify, and we've been doing a lot of shit on YouTube, and it was good for a time there. But I listened to an hour and a half of music with no ads. Put the CD on. Well, maybe it was 60 minutes, hour and a half, pushing it out.
Sure.
But no ads, and you listen to a full CD, and it makes sense.
Okay. You listen to it like an album.
Like an album.
It's not separated.
Really
You
good.
know my darling wife, you might have met her before, Vanessa, I love her very much. She found on the internet Mr. Bungle on vinyl for $40.
Oh, you'd jump on that as a reprint.
And
Repress.
who cares?
How much bungle
Who
do you
cares?
have on vinyl?
I don't, you see.
Okay.
And
none.
I said, well, I've got Graham Central Station
Yes,
on
lovely.
vinyl,
Yeah,
which I was
lovely.
quite happy about. But we were surprised to find that it was still available and cheap, affordable.
But JB's come out with a whole new range of vinyl releases, and
And they're all quite overpriced. If you
they're
average...
overpriced. They're good, though.
Well, if you average about $40 an album, and if you look to your left, it's probably
because what it is,
300 grand's worth of records.
Do you know what it is? It's a good prezzo. Like my brother-in-law gets us albums from JB.
It's good prezzo.
So I got straight out of Compton. I got all.
Do you have a record player
from JB?
Do you have a record player?
Yeah. Tim gave me a record player one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually planned.
Yep.
Doggo gave me a call and said he was going to give a vinyl, and I chipped him for vinyl player, mate.
You put it on the wall, and then you get the Spotify account.
Oh yeah, sure.
And you go, remember this.
Well, let's go in the last little bit of wrap up here. We're getting close to our time, but 2020 the teens were good. They were good. They were good. Got married.
Life changing.
Yeah. Got a house. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I've got a life-changing news story for you. It's for the wrap-up, if you like.
Oh, well, let's go on that instead of my wrap-up. Sure.
Man spikes co-workers' drink with LSD because they had negative energy. Would you ever pull a stunt like that at work? Like, what the equivalent would be putting salt in the sugar shaker? So they're trying to have a coffee.
There's a little bit
coffee.
mischievous, and then there's got people thinking that they're literally losing their minds.
Yeah. Well, a 19-year-old Missouri man admitted to spiking co-workers' drinks with LSD because they were too uptight and needed to have better energy.
How much?
Better. Just better.
How much LSD?
Oh, okay. I was like, how much energy do I need?
There's a lot of these high
and how was the energy in the office?
Yeah, that's it. It's like, I want you to do something. I want you to do, like, sit at your desk and do something. Man, you're too uptight.
Put your pants back on.
Okay.
Stop trying to change me into a computer, man.
I can't hire you unless you tell me your name. I've had it up to here with your rules.
A lot of these things, a lot of these high-powered industrial types, I don't know, microdose. I saw that on a doco. They take
a tiny
amounts of
LSD,
high-powered, like microdose meth.
Like focusing.
Okay. So they're focused in, and they've got all the fresh ideas.
You know what a microdose leads to?
A lot of dose.
A macrodose.
So 2 employees at the Enterprise Rent-A-Car office in Melbourne, Missouri, needed to be hospitalised last week for reporting symptoms like dizziness, uncontrollable shaking, and fucking trippiness.
Plus all the laughing.
Just couldn't stop laughing. Their manager called an ambulance, but also notified the police about the situation after seeing another member of her staff holding a dropper and messing with everyone's drinks. Everyone's. There must have only been 3 people working there. You want to do it?
Just thinking whether or not I should segue into that. No, I won't.
No,
it's bad.
He's
it's
basically
really bad.
His only excuse when the cops came up to him
could add a caveat and
I
a
just
flag.
had some negative energy, man. I just wanted to fucking get the energy
back up.
Positive. You know? They're coming down hard on me. You're only the janitor, you fuckwit.
It's a rental car joint. We all hate our jobs.
There's 3 people working here. You're one of them. We know it was you, Gary. Oh, God.
Gary.
That's all we need. That's all we need for 2020 is a little bit of positive energy. Maybe we should all have a little microdose.
Microdose each other.
Yeah,
no,
cheer us all up.
Let's not. I'm on a highly dangerous work site.
Can't we just run a commercial that tells everybody that they've got meningococcal disease, and we'll inject them with a microdose of LSD, cheer them the fuck up
daily?
Yeah, you get it. Get it now.
Sure.
Get it now. No queuing lines. That's our thing, right?
Yeah.
We just get the injection without even thinking about it.
We pride ourselves on getting that LSD into your bloodstream immediately before work,
and before you realise.
Well, if you can manage, if you can manage the fluoride, I think we could manage.
Yeah, we can put it in the water. You're right. Yeah. So we fix our teeth, fix our brains. Now the water's brain water.
Once again, the American government
Yeah, insert fact here. Yeah. Very good, Jeremy. Nice way to wrap it up. Speaking of wrapping it up, this is been
Dan's
Dan's
stretching.
first. This has been Dan's first episode for Jumping the Turnstile 2020.
Ben, good to be with you.
How did you think
And
it
also
went?
with you. How'd you think you went? How'd you think I went?
Yeah, you were swinging for the fences, Tim, and you kept us well on track, and I appreciate that.
Excellent,
and everything
no
you do.
worries. Excellent.
You could get your internet back on, because
I could
that's
get that back
almost
on, yeah,
killing the podcast.
It's almost
single-handedly.
ruining everything, yeah.
It almost is, but, you're always welcome at my house.
Well, you're always welcome at my house.
Mi
for the
casa, su casa, or sikusa.
studios.
You say it.
Yeah.
You learn it.
No, you say
Yeah.
it.
And it has been a pleasure being in the Turnstyle Records studio again. And I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Danoz.
And jump that turnstile, and we'll see you on the other side.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through 2 at a time.
Jumping the turnstile. Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hop over the turnstile. I had to take it was like a ninja. Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile.
I definitely jumped the turnstile. Jumping.
The turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again. Whenever I believe I have to do it, I do it. I get away because there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some fairs in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times. Jumping.
Turnstile, instead of just paying the $2.25.
That was the technique. I pull the turnstile back like that. Boom, boom. My upper body is not moving. Just my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.